Greetings, everyone. This is Katrina Khan Roberts. I'm a generalist, environmental, natural, and social scientist from Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm here today to talk about humans and the coast. So, how many of you here love the ocean? Well, in Trinidad and Tobago, we all live on the coast. So, I just wanted to give a little bit of background on myself. I love mermaids and I love the ocean, so I wanted to protect it. And the way I'm doing that is through education. So, in our presentation today, we're doing definitions, species, threats, and how we can conserve our environment and our coastal zones in Trinidad and Tobago. So, the coastal zone is basically our entire country. Our boundaries include 77,502 kilometers squared of water surrounding the islands of Trinidad and Tobago. We have more water than land. We are what you call an ocean state. And our coastal zones include offshore islands, beaches, wetlands, mangroves, cliffs, coral reefs, lagoons, and seagrasses. And I'm sure that you all have come into contact with some of these or all of these. Can you think of any that are really important to our country? I'm sure you can. So it's important to know that everything that we do on land affects the ocean and the coast, right? So there's called the ridge to reef approach, which basically the impacts that are happening up on the ridges, which are the mountains, are going to trickle down via the streams to our reefs, right? So ridge to reef. Everything is connected. Everything is one. Even though we think that we're living on the top of a mountain, that's not going to affect the ocean. It is going to affect the ocean. And our oceans are so beautiful. Trinidad and Tobago is a wonderland in nature. You can see from these little pictures that I'm putting up here, we have fantastic and beautiful living things, non-living things. Just the ocean itself, our mangroves are absolutely gorgeous. And the thing is, every single thing that we do on land are affecting these ecosystems. So, it is really important to make sure that our economic prosperity from oil and gas, exploration, tourism, and fisheries, all of these things are not going to affect our environment negatively. But what we're doing right now is that we are having climate change, which can result in 3.5 degrees Celsius rise in temperature. Think about your AC. 3.5 degrees is a lot of difference. So you can imagine how that's going to impact our biodiversity, especially. So, species that we find in the coastal zones are Protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia, and Monera. Can you name something from each of these groups? Now, you might not know really what Monera is. It's basically like viruses. So it's non-nucleus containing cells, single-cell organisms. There's so many. And I'm sure you could think of some really, really large organisms and some really, really small organisms. So everything in between lives on the coastal zone. And the threats to these things are human activities. Our coastal zones face several threats, including development, pollution, deforestation, and, of course, climate change. It's really hard to think that every single thing that we do has an impact. But it really does. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction for those of you who are doing physics. And it's really hard to think that, we have all of these things that are so beautiful in our country. So the activity that we have now is to draw your favorite coastal zone and describe what you love about it. This is an activity that you can take away with you and remember that, everything that we do is going to impact that lovely coastal zone that we care about so much. And now what are we going to do about that? And what we can do as individuals, that we can advocate and share awareness and build community actions together to protect our coasts. Because yes, one person, one voice may not be able to change much, but when we all get together with that one goal and that one view for a sustainable future, that is where the change is going to happen. And we all want to have a positive impact on this planet because, of course, we're only here for a short time. So thank you so much. I am Katrina, Trinidad and Tobago mermaid and environmentalist, author, artist, everything that I ever wanted to be, I was able to do because I believed in myself and in my dreams. So just gonna leave you with this. You know, the newspapers are a great way to get information out there. So let's go out there and make some headlines. Have a wonderful time, and remember to chase your goals and your dreams. Nothing is out of reach. Bye.